My name's Alex Bitsios. I own this coffee shop, Cartwheel Cafe and Roastery. My parents, one of them is Greek and my mother is Italian. I kind of got into coffee because she owned a coffee shop when I was a boy. So kind of I've grown up with coffee being part of my background, my history, and my work experience. Green coffee arrives at the roastery. We then split that coffee up into the number of batches that we're going to produce for that day, so we have a good idea of the coffee that we're going to roast for the day. And part of our job, I suppose, is to decide at what point to stop roasting the coffee. Because the more you roast the coffee, the darker you roast it, the more carbon you produce, so the more ashy and burnt the coffee will taste. The espresso and the taste of the espresso is what affects the flavor of the cup. But the latte art is, we do it because we can, and because it is an element, is a mark of quality as well, I think. Latte art, that is an artistic process. It begins with steaming milk in the pitcher, so we choose the amount of milk that we need for the drink that we're going to produce. Pour the milk in, and then using the steam wand on the espresso machine. This kind of essentially fires steam and air at the same time. The milk begins to foam, and as we produce foam, the idea is to control the amount of foam that is produced. The next process is actually pouring the milk, which I suppose is where the skill and the artistic ability to kind of recreate the design comes in. So you pour the milk into the jug, you hold the cup with one hand and you hold the jug of milk with the other, and during that time it involves some wiggling of the hand to create a certain wave effect. But it involves focusing on what your two hands are doing, so pouring the milk in to begin with, slowly. Then as you get to a certain point in the cup where it's about halfway full, you'll increase the speed with your jug and you get close to the edge of the cup. And then the milk and the foam will start to come out in waves, and it's that point that you kind of recreate what you've been learning to do in terms of moving your hand. It's a little bit like riding a bike, so once you've learned how to do it, you can do it almost without effort, and maybe even talking to somebody else at the same time. So there are a few that we do fairly frequently. One is a rosetta, it's called a rosetta, it looks like a leaf. Another is a heart, a very common one to do on a cappuccino, which is a lot more foam. You can make more abstract things like a swan, or if you have a tool like almost like a toothpick, then you can draw in the cup as well. So you can use like brown coloured coffee on white coloured foam to make eyes of a person or something, or that sort of thing. So, and yeah, we're always looking to improve the way that we produce our drinks, certainly with respect to the latte art as well. Each design is different in some small way, so there's definitely an element of wanting to produce something consistently and to do it as well as you can. Yeah, it's a bit like a painting, everyone is unique.